Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You are a very hunt. Thank you for listening to Two Talking Arseholes. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only and may deal with adult topics and adult themes.
Brownstown, we're with you when you fight. Brownstown, bark with the dogs tonight. Brownstown, Cleveland is right behind you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Talking to Our Souls. Today it is the 28th day of November and everybody hates the gays. It's a disgrace. But anyway, it's me, Steve. Oh, you are kind. And over there we have...
I've got a small willy, Mr. Singh.
Just thought I'd let you know that because of the World Cup, we have not managed to record a show for you this week. However, I have been looking through all the bits that we didn't manage to squeeze in and some extra bits that you haven't seen before. So as this is almost a full show with bits that we have taken from the summer show, and that's all about the summer holidays when Liz Truss had just managed to become Prime Minister. The Queen died and then Liz Truss, she gone. We've got a lovely bit about catchphrases. Oh, you are kind, I know. That's the sort of from tail end from last week's Paul Daniels bit we did. That was too long to go in the show, so you've got that extra as well. We hope you enjoy this week's non-football related show, and don't be too gay. Did you know that a lift is a terrible place to be?
Well, a lift is an awkward space, especially when you don't want to talk to anyone. It's like that, it's like that. I've had it in the past when I'm in the lift and I'm thinking, you see someone come in, I want to go. I don't want to share a lift with them. Press the button and hopefully it'll close before they get in. I've done it.
Yes. No, I've done it. Of course you want to be on your own in a lift. Unless you're in a lift with a very, very attractive person and you think, come on, let's sit in this lift in the hot and wait for the lift company to come in 5 years' time.
Soon someone comes, you think the door shut, someone comes in, yeah. And you buy the buttons. Well, what floor are you going to? 6. Press it for them. It's a bit tight in here, isn't it? Yeah. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's why I try to shut that bloody door before you got in. He gets in. I press the button. Press the button for him, and he wants a conversation. Steve, staying here longer, are you? Just a couple of days. Here, holiday, wedding. It's like he wants a conversation.
And you can't. The thing is, in a lift, you see, if you're in a restaurant or in a bar, and he sits there, you could actually like, I'm just going to get myself a drink. You can go, but you can't go anywhere in a lift. You have to wait for it to go.
But the more awkward thing is that the next morning you get the lift again, and he's already in it, and it's more awkward because he doesn't like the small talk, make an effort now, but then you feel the need because he did last time. That
was the lift operator you were talking about.
Yeah. I think he mistaken me for the lift operator. I'll be honest with you.
Did you call him boss?
Yeah. I
You're
said,
a boss.
yes, sir. Which floor you're going to? Ding. I should put my hand up, dip, please.
I was offered a cup of tea today from a. She goes, it's the nice one I was telling you about. As if I was like a dog. It was the nice one.
Yeah, you're the only white driver though.
To be fair. If you'd have said, it was the white old driver, there's 10 of us. It's the old white driver. Oh, well, that could be anyone.
It's the nice one. Which one's that, love? The white one. The white one. So, I was just saying, I was listening to LBC earlier this week and I was quite surprised with what I heard, actually. I don't know if you saw it, Steve.
Oh, the Sangita thing. I think I've got it. Let me just do this.
Anna in Widnes. Hello.
Hello there. Yeah, I'm not going to agree with you.
Oh. Go on, go for it.
I firmly believe that it's not the government's job to feed kids. I believe it's down to the parents. I don't believe all this, what you're saying, let's all sit together and have a meal and all that kind of stuff. I don't believe any of that. How are the kids doing in Africa? Do they get free school meals?
Well, for some children, it depends where you are in Africa, actually. I was born in Africa, so I can tell you a little bit about it.
I know you were, yeah. I know you. Exactly, you were.
Yeah. I mean, I think it
But
depends
like
where
for
you are in Africa.
The likes of you and Marcus Rashford come on UK TV and radio telling us all what the government should do, and your own country don't provide any, not even a national health service. So do us a favour and shut up.
Okay, hang on, Anna. Listen, if you want to have a conversation, that's totally fine. But please don't be rude to me. Oh, can we not get her back? I think she's hung up. That's a real shame.
Sounded like Liz Truss, that didn't it?
I can't believe
People from your country don't have an NHS. I was thinking to myself, oh, we ain't have one much longer here, are we? The way things are going.
That's Sangita. She was carried on though and tried to talk about it, and then she got upset. And they did do a follow-up program the next day, and lots of people were supporting Sangita, so that was nice. But
as one of your Brexit voters,
oh God, how's that going for you? This happens like on a regular basis, like that, because I think it's that LBC. They have quite a right wing beginning with Nick Ferrari, and everyone starts listening to it, and then they still listening to it in the afternoon, and they feel they have the right to just behave like cunts. So yeah, this is the bit about the summer. So it may seem out of context, but it's quite funny. So we thought we'd let you listen to it. I do think there are some good people in this country, and I think we there's hope. There is hope, people. I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for everyone, unless you're rich and loaded. But for most of the people, it's going to be tough, and we've just got to get through it. And we're going to lose people unnecessary. I don't think this is getting a bit too heavy. Right. Yeah, it's going to be tough for everyone, but you've still got Talking to Ourselves to listen to every Monday night at 8 p.m, haven't they, Av?
as long as we can have a bit of electricity, we can do it, can't we?
If no one can afford to pay their electricity, they won't pay it. They simply won't. And if millions of people don't pay their electricity, what's going to happen? Also, schools, hospitals, they won't be able to afford it.
Well, they're saying they're planning for like a 3-day school week, asking people not to cook up until
between
8
the hours
PM.
of 5 and 6, up until or before.
After 8 p.m. No, cook after 8 p.m. Don't turn your washing machine on after you come back from work.
Don't cook after 8 p.m. How if your children are going to bed at 7:30? That's bollocks.
Imagine they're relying on when the wind's blowing, aren't they? So they're saying when they're more likely to blow.
Well, for me, it's usually very early in the morning. It's a fart joke. You can't argue with a fart joke. Yeah, honestly, you can't. But you can't have a three. Right, I've been going to people's houses, right, and they've been desperate to get the children back to school. They've had 6 fucking weeks without them, with them at home, and they're pulling their hair out, apart from the bold people, and they're desperate to get the children to go back. You can't go back to school after 6 weeks, and then your new Prime Minister says you can have them 4 days a week now.
That is a disgrace.
Have you seen this picture?
Is it the sun?
See, I think this was a better picture.
Is it the sun?
So it's like he put it on Twitter, this guy, and it went like said it's a new picture from the new James Webb telescope, but it's actually a slice of salami.
What a bastard.
And now we have the bit about catchphrases. What do you think of it so far? I think it's awfully good. I've got a furry cock that I chuck out to the audience. So I say, have you seen my cock before? That made Av freeze. That he froze. Av's frozen. He's gone to BT and he's still freezing. This is what they want. He said to me, "You're going to like this." Not a lot. I could tell you about some catchphrases I knew when I worked at Butlins. There was an old song and dance man called Kenny Cantor. A horrible, horrible human being. He's probably dead now, so I can say that because he was about 80 when I knew him in 1987. And he used to say, "Oh, you are kind." So he said, "I'd like to sing a song now about so-and-so," and people, and he'd go, "Oh, you are kind." And then if the song finished and they clapped, "Oh, you are kind." So he was billed as Kenny, "Oh, you are kind, Cantor." Right, he was a right arsehole. Didn't like him. But that was a good catchphrase. Then there was Dave.
Was he any good, though?
No, he was awful. Awful. Horrible man. Horrible man.
No, as in, like, on stage. Was he good on stage? No. I mean, his act.
No, it was really... I mean, it was old in 86. It was like an old musical act that should have...
Okay.
That was probably good when he was 15, and now he was 80. So in 86, that wasn't very good.
Anybody miss it? Anybody miss it? Yeah. I'll do it again. Just speak. Watch this. Watch this. And watch what.
But yeah, didn't like him. And then there was Dave, hello, Butler, who was a comedian. I saw a man the other day and he said hello, and I said, and the audience go hello, because every time he says hello, they all go hello, and he was billed as Dave, hello, Butler. I actually saw him in a very early episode of Dad's Army once as a farmer, but he was from the West Country. He was a nice chap.
Did he say hello? You ever meet Paul Daniel?
No, I never saw him live and never met him. I'd like to meet his wife now, though.
Yeah, of course you would.
Of course
I think she'd like to meet you, though.
Well, here. Shall I tell? No, I can't. Can I? Well, I can tell you, but I can't tell you. Yeah, I knew somebody when I was doing the Pantos, and he knew somebody who knew Paul Daniels and Debbie McGee, and apparently Debbie McGee, she would get a girlfriend of hers, and they would perform lesbian sex in front of Paul Daniels because he was old. It's nice, isn't it?
It doesn't sound true to me.
It's always sounded very true to me, and that's the picture I keep in my head when I see her selling kitchens on the telly.
A new kitchen is just a few clicks away.
Paul, do you like this? Not a lot.
What about if I do this?
It works, doesn't it? The catchphrase.
Not a lot. I might. All right, have you got to think of a catchphrase for next week? And I don't want your catchphrase to be.
Think of a catchphrase.
My Wi-Fi is down.
Okay. So I've got to think of a catchphrase.
You just got to be talking, and then you've got to just drop it in every now and again. Like,
I've got a small willy. It's getting a bit drafty nowadays, Steve. You know, you need to make sure. Shut that door.
So you're going to try and put a catchphrase in there without me noticing it? Is that what you're going to say? It's very good, but I'm losing you, Av. I'm losing you.
Okay.
Cold, isn't it?
I tell you, Steve, it's getting really cold these days, isn't it? I mean, you've got to make sure you shut that door.
That is a disgrace.
I'm still going to use Liz Truss. I miss her. Weirdly.
That's the catchphrase.
I miss her.
Disgrace.
That's a
disgrace.
You got to squeeze a catchphrase in next week.
What's that got to do with the price of bacon?
No, I mean seriously. Did you get any Peter Kay tickets?
I'm kind of confused about Peter Kay.
Are you gay? Are you gay for Kay?
No, Peter Kay.
Oh, you're confused about you're confused because you're Peter Kay.
No, because Peter Kay, some stuff of his I think is brilliant.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I look at it, I'm thinking it's more about him. Like I think if someone else did those jokes, they wouldn't be good. Or they wouldn't come across well.
I saw him on his
not-
last tour.
Is it good?
As a show and as a night, it was he put a really good show together and spent a lot of money on the show, which I respect. But content-wise, it wasn't strong. I didn't think it was strong.
This is what
He had a good beginning and he had a good end, but he most of it, I didn't feel it was strong. And that's not me having a go, because it's Peter Kay, and I love Peter Kay for all the stuff he's done as a stand-up. But I don't like big rooms, though. It was at the NIA. I hate that sort of big room stuff.
I think his TV shows are hilarious.
Wow.
I think he's a great comedy actor with scripts. I don't know how much involvement he has on scripts, but as an actor and some of the stuff he does on those, I think it's very funny. I
did laugh. I did belly laugh on a few occasions, but like it's so difficult because like the back starts laughing and then it trickles its way down to the front, which is weird. Where it should be the other way around.
Yeah.
It should go from front to back.
He's just a funny character.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's nice. I think he's a decent human being.
Yeah, but the one thing is really he's cocked up and screwed up on is with the introduction of his mate.
Yes. We don't need to say any more, do we?
Let the alphabetti see the spaghetti. Let the plum see the tomatoes.
He got his own stand-up show, Steve.
I know.
Special.
I know.
He does Top Gear, Steve.
I know.
He replaced good old Sue on A Question of Sport.
Okay, the last lad's a proper dish. Let the fray see the bentos.
He replaced Sue.
And do you think people like it?
Not a lot.
I just wanted to talk about the tickets though, for Peter Kay.
How much?
Right. Well, it's not. I think he said they're starting at £35, but because everyone couldn't get tickets, right? But I've got his list of Birmingham dates here. First one is Saturday, the 17th of December this year. The next one in Birmingham is the 21st of April, 2023. Then the one after that is the 2nd of June, 2023. And then the 28th of July, 2023. Then August, 2023. And then January, 2024. And then April, 2024. And then May, 2024. August, 2024. October, 2024. November 15th, 2024. And then December the 6th, 2024. Oh, and then January 2025 and June 2025.
It feels like
incredible.
It took that long.
That's incredible.
It felt like it took that long for you to
read them.
To read all those dates. It felt like you got to 2025.
Touring. But that's great though, because that's the ticket demands has done that. People, the demand for tickets. So he's making sure that everyone gets a ticket, which I think is brilliant.
You can get a helicopter back to his house every night, can't you? You know.
Well, that's the thing. There's gaps in between each month, isn't it? So he's probably just doing 3 nights a month for 2 years. Do you think you could ever sell that many gigs? Do you think you could? Do you think you could do a lot?
Not a lot.
I would come and see you at every gig, Av, if you did 3 years of touring.
I've been dried up, Steve.
A lot.
Not a lot.
No, we've done enough. We got enough.
No, I was talking about my gigs. They dried up a little.
Oh, your dried up gigs. I'm sure the doctor will give you some cream. Don't you worry about that.
There's actors, musicians, jugglers, magicians, the man on the flying trapeze. There's low-down sopranos that sit on pianos, but I don't go for any one of these.
See you next week.
Downtown, Cleveland is right behind you.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and share this because it will help us. And don't forget to tune in next week, 8 p.m. Mondays. Ta-ra! so